So in this video I'm going to show you how to convert this diagram that we just drew to your HTML code. So you see, once again, this is the second example now. By applying this step, you see how we are able to generate this box diagram that will make it easier for us to generate a clean HTML code that will not give us issues in our CSS. So let's begin. So I'll move to my VS Code, then have an navbar, hero boxes to HTML. So from the diagram that we can see, notice that the outermost box is what is the div.hero. So I'm going to add that. So I'll use my shortcut .hero. Then inside this, as you can see from the diagram here, I have my box A and my box B. So I have box A. I'll hit enter, shift alt arrow down, then I'll change this to box B. Now let's do that of box B because it's kind of simpler. So inside my box B, I'll have my image tag and my p tag with some text. So I'll have my img. Now remember, in the previous video we have gotten the image for this other section, so just leave that one. So dot and /, that is, since this about.html is inside the views folder and our images folder is also outside the views folder, so we want to go outside this views folder so that we can access this images folder. So that is what we have done. And the VS Code has like an intelligence or a suggestion that will help you easily locate your file without making a typo error. So I'll use this suggestion. So I'll click on my images, then I'll click on my user.png. So I'm going to put this one, user image. The next, I will have a p tag. Now that p tag has some text, so I'm not going to put some dummy text. I'm going to actually get the text from my Figma design. So I'm going to zoom in a little so I can see. I'll hold my control and tap on this text, then go to my properties tab and I will see this. So I'll copy that, move to my p tag and paste that. So you notice there's an overflow, so I'll hold my control, my alt Z to break that. So I'm done with box B, so let's get into box A. I'll hit enter. Now this enter that I just entered now is just for clarity so that the code will be easier for us to read. So if I go to my auto draw, I'm going to see that inside my box A I have a h6 with some text, h2, p tag and a div of btns. So the first one is my h6, so I'll come here. So h6, I'll hit enter again just for clarity. Then I'll go to my portfolio, so I'll hold my space bar, then move my cursor so it will drag. So I'll hold my control again, and once I see this underline I click and I'm going to see this text, so I copy. That's nice. So we'll move. So this one doesn't need to have a break, so I just paste there. It's only when it has some tags as children, that's where the break will make sense. So next I have my h2, Then I'll go to my Figma, hold my control, move my cursor close, see the underline, I hit or I right click, then I'll tap on this to select. So I'll do that again and I'll paste. The next, that is a p tag, so I'm going to hold my control, come down here, I see the underline now, I hit my enter or I right click, then I'll select that, then I'll come here and I paste. The next is a div of btn, so .btns, so I'll hit enter because this tag has children. So this is going to be images, so img, so shift alt arrow down 2 more times, 1 2. So I'll come here, then this one, to get this image, so we are actually done with this Figma design or this markup, only that the images will not, this image will show but this one will not show. So let's try to, now the good thing is that these icons here, this arts icon, GitHub icon, and you see Instagram icon, because they are not full image like this, we can save them as SVG. So instead of downloading them, because I think if you download this, it is going to download as zip, so you see that the stress will be much. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to save this as SVG. So what I'll do now is I'm going to click here, so you see that box, it has been highlighted. So just to confirm that I'm actually copying the right icon as SVG, I'm going to click on my export, press the plus and this. So you see I'm not actually getting it. So if I have downloaded this, I will just be seeing this empty background. So what I will need to do is I'll scroll to the top more. So if I click this and press plus, you see I'm not getting the actual image, I'm only getting the background. So let's dig in some more. So I tap that, so you see now, so there's an inner box that I need to target, and that is why I'm getting this. So once that box is highlighted, I'll right click it and I choose copy as SVG. Then I'll go to my VS Code inside my images, then I'm going to press this plus here, then I'll save that as art.svg. then I'm going to do my Ctrl V and save. So I'm going to close that. So the next one we need to get now is my GitHub. So you see once I hover there, I see even without holding my control, you see how it's selected, but I'll hold my control just to be sure. I'll tap that and I have this. So I'm going to copy as SVG. The next I'll go to my images folder, I'll tap here. So I can either use this icon now, or I'll right click here and say new file, and I'll put git.svg and I'll save. Then I'll close this. So there's one last icon we need to have, which is the Instagram or is the LinkedIn. So I will hold my control and tap this. So you notice I have that now. So I'm going to right click here and copy as SVG. Now in case you're not sure of the one you're copying as SVG, you can also use this other method. So once I click here, notice this is the image that's showing me. So if I come here, I can also copy as what? SVG. So but I just normally like to use this one, but let's see what this one will show. So I'll copy as SVG. So I'll come back here, tap my images folder, use this first icon as put I think that is LinkedIn. SVG. So I'll paste. So I have that. So next I can now add those images or those icons because I have them. So this is going to be my art icon. So this is going to be my GitHub icon, and this is going to be my LinkedIn icon. So next I'll come here, I'm going to do my dot and / my images, then my art icon. So you see the same thing here, dot and / images, then my git.svg, then lastly dot and / images, then LinkedIn.svg. Now we are 100% done with the markup. So inside this hero box I have my box A with all its children, and I have my box B with all its children. Of course everything is wrapped in inside the hero box. So that looks exactly like what we have here. So you see that each child was taken care of. So if I save this, it's not going to look organized, but this is a nice HTML code that we have written just to replicate what we are seeing on our Figma design. So if I view that, you're going to see something like this. So this is how I want your assignment to be, even though it's not started with CSS, but the markup should be correct. Okay, so the last thing I want to show you on this Figma is how to get your CSS from a Figma file. So if I want to get the CSS for this color again, or the way this high I am is styled, I'll just hold my control and tap this and make sure I go to my properties tab. Then this typography, you see the font family, you see the font weight, the font size, the line height, and the align. Then you see the colors. So the color of this text is black, so that's what you're seeing there. So once you're using Figma, you don't have to worry yourself about which color that is. So everything is just given to you there. So what if I want this background? So I hold my control and tap that. So you notice I have the background. So no searching for background. So what if I want to also add this background? Now this was done by a linear gradient, but you can also use the background image here and play around with them. So if I tap on this, I hold my control and tap outside there, I go to my export plus and I preview. You see I've gotten that background. So virtually anything that you see on your Figma file, you can use the process to get it. So let's say I want to get the CSS for this. So I'm going to hold my control and tap that, go to my properties tab. Then you see if I want to use this actual width, I can use it, the height. Then of course when you are, everything in Figma is positioned the way it's looking by using positions. Now I will advise you, when you're copying your CSS, always omit this CSS rule for 4 positions. Just ignore them unless you know that you use positions here. So don't use them. So this is the layout, which is outside this box. Then this is the font family of this text, and this is the color white. So you see everything is here. So all I need to do is just to copy it and use it wisely based on the knowledge that I have as a front-end dev. So the next thing I want to show you, so if I want to get this text, I can get it by holding my control and tap there. Then this also. Now what if I want to get the spacing. So what is the spacing between IT berries from here to here, or from even here to here, or from here to here, or from here to here? So how do I get those spaces? So you hold your Alt key, then first of all you click, so you click the item you want to measure or to get the space. So as I click this, you notice this big box has happened or has appeared. Then now I will now hold my Alt key and move my cursor. So you notice the space between here and here is 54 pixels. The space between here and here is 102 pixels. So using this, you can actually design exactly what you see on Figma. So remember, to get a space between elements, you first of all select the element, then you hold your Alt key, then you move your cursor. So it's going to show you, so the gap between these icons is 31 pixels. So that is how we get our spacing within elements. So we have seen how to get our CSS properties and how to get our spacing within elements. So by the time we learn CSS, you notice that this spacing that we are seeing here can either be a margin or a padding. So that is all for today's class. So for this part of the class, so we have learned how to do this conversion. So thank you very much.